protests in Paris. Hundreds of thousands of protesters back on the streets today, clashing with riot police over President Emmanuel Macron's proposed rise in the national retirement age from 62 to 64. Just remarkable footage here showing police firing tear gas at demonstrators to try and disperse the large crowds that continue to gather. The protesters there hurling objects at police amid several standoffs we've already seen. This new round of protests coming after the French Prime Minister actually met with representatives of France's biggest unions. This was yesterday, and after just 50 minutes together, those unions actually walked out of the meeting, calling the meeting a failure. So then what happened is that union leaders called on the public to come here to the streets and join the strike, saying that the only acceptable outcome is to get rid of the reform. Macron says this is just simply not on the table. As we get these pictures in, you can see from the many angles, the protesters, still the number continuing to increase, more police being brought in. You see the riot police here. And see what they try to do when they come together. They try not to charge toward the protesters. Well, actually, now you can see police moving in to disperse the crowd. So you have police and riot gear on the outside trying to keep the calm, while other units of police move in to disperse the crowds. Of course, the key is to try to keep this safe, as peaceful as possible. Using the warning, first they verbally warn protesters to back off. If they don't listen, that takes it to the next level of tear gas to try and disperse and get the crowds to back off. We've seen them start fires. We have seen them throwing and hurling objects at police. You can see there one of the officers in riot gear got nailed with a paint gun. So clearly protesters bringing everything out here to try and make their voices heard. There you see other objects being hurled at the police. Tear gas now breaking up one large crowd that we did see there just outside the circle in Paris, France.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for
Growing turmoil in Israel, fiery protests erupting in the streets tonight. This comes just hours after embattled Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu dismissed his defense minister. That cabinet member said he would not support Netanyahu's attempts to take power from the judiciary. The battle over Netanyahu's plans is now intensifying. Here's ABC's Patrick Reevell.
Israeli cities tonight erupting in protest after Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu sacked his defense minister today, the country's political turmoil rapidly deepening. Netanyahu removing Yoav Gallant, a member of his own Likud party, after Gallant called for a pause in the government's controversial plan to weaken Israel's judiciary, essentially stripping its power to have final say on Israel's laws. The plan triggering weeks of massive protests, an estimated 300,000 citizens marching Saturday, many alleging the plan is a power grab that could make Israel an autocracy more like Turkey or Russia.
We all have to fight for our rights because of the plans of Benjamin Netanyahu that want to turn this nation into a dictatorship.
The unprecedented anger spreading to Israel's military, with hundreds of reservists refusing to report for duty. But for now, Netanyahu pressing on, with a key parliamentary vote expected this week on a law that would give the current ruling coalition ultimate control over most judicial appointments. Israel critics warning headed for an unprecedented constitutional crisis.
Benjamin Netanyahu.
Salawam Makim. All praise and glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Sai, Bahashim, Ha, Rakar Kadas. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule well and taught me this truth. And peace and salutation to Yakim across the four corners of the globe, preaching his gospel in truth and sincerity. I'm Brother Yaz from the GMS Louisiana Saints Cab, back with another lesson on sedition amongst men. Because you got uprising all over the planet. And I put 3 clips in the beginning to demonstrate what's going on. Okay, you got uprising in Europe. All right, they're upset because now they're pushing the retirement age to 65, and they want to retire at 62. So they're in a big uproar. You got uproars in Israel, between Israel and Palestine, and you got uproars in Israel because of the judicial reform bill that would give Netanyahu power to make final decisions on laws. All right, and they don't want him to take control. They don't want one person to have that type of control. Okay, so now they're doing uproars out there. All right, so and you got many more uproars, but all of this stuff is happening because the Lord is mustering these nations, all right, to that Middle East region, all right, so they can be judged, all right, because the Lord, despite popular belief, he's not just all about love. He's a man of war, all right, and these people are gonna go to war, all right. And the life as you know it is about to change. Exodus 15:3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord Yahweh is his name. So Yahweh Basim Yahweh Sai is a man of war, man. And he's bringing this stuff together. He's mustering these armies together. Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heavens. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted. And America's being plucked up, man. All right? And death is coming to America in mass numbers, man. All right? Verse 3, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to break down, and a time to build. And America is being broken down, man. And we're definitely in the time of killing, man. All right, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. And this is the time for weeping and mourning. All right, weeping and mourning, man. Mass death is coming to Babylon, America, and the rest of the planet, man. All right, jump down to verse 8, Ecclesiastes 3:8. A time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. And that's where we at with it. We're in war, man. All right, and this is what we're warning our people. Hey, the grace period is almost over with, man. World War III is here. The money system is collapsing. The C chip is out. Okay, everything is prepared and ready. Okay, so this is the end. All right, Matthew 24:4. And Yahweh answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach, and shall deceive many. All right, and you already got plenty of antichrists. Damn near all of America's fucking antichrist. Okay. And these people, all these different, they use these different religions to deceive these people. And they all come from the Roman Catholic Church, man, that false prophet. Okay? And he's using the churches for deception. All right? And you got other false prophets. Okay? All right? Verse 6. And you shall hear wars. And what are you seeing right now? You're seeing wars. You're seeing skirmishes. You're seeing sedition, uproars of people, okay? And pretty soon these people are going to be breaking each other's house and killing each other. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. All right, so we're not supposed to be troubled because this stuff is supposed to happen. All right, this is prophecy, man. All right, so this is some exciting times that we live in. Verse 7, for nations shall rise against nations, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in divers places. And hey, man, you got famine all over the planet, and it's coming to America because they're stopping these farmers from farming. They're paying them not to farm, all right, not to harvest. Why? Because they're getting ready to have you people starving, famine. All right, you got all of these new diseases that's popping up, and hey, Esau got a big disease that he's gonna release, man. All right, pestilence is definitely on the earth right now, and earthquakes in diverse places, and you have earthquakes all over this world, man, and it's getting worse. Verse 8, all these are the beginnings of sorrow. So this is just the beginning of sorrow, man. It's about to get ugly. And that's what we're warning our people against. All right? It's time to get right with the Lord because he's got to come back. And if you ain't right, you're going to have your ass slaughtered. All right? If you're an Israelite, you're going to get slaughtered. All right? 2/3 of Israel will die on this side. Okay? Verse 8. All these are the beginnings of sorrow. See? Sorrow, bad times, man, harsh realities, people robbing, people stealing, jack moves, get out your car, blow your head off, all right? Give me everything you got, give me some food. Inevitably, they're going to be robbing each other over food. Once all of these stores close down, these people are going to be killing each other for bread, all right? Okay? Zephaniah 14 and 13, and it shall come to pass in that day that great multitude from the Lord shall be among them, and they shall lay hold every one on the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor. Why? Because these people are going to be killing each other, man. All right, let me bring it out in the NLT. And it says, on that day, they will be terrified, stricken by the Lord with great panic. They will fight their neighbors hand to hand. And that's what you're going to have going on out here, man. People are going to be killing each other, man. All right. Isaiah 19 and 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. All right. And who's the Egyptians? These Americans. So they're going to be going against each other, man. All right. All of this sedition is leading up to these people all hell breaking out and these people killing each other, man. All right? Along with war, along with pestilence, along with famine, all of that is a part of it. Okay? And they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city and kingdom against kingdom. So you're going to have gender war, class wars. You're going to have political wars. All right? You're going to have nations going against other nations, all right, nationalities, okay, race wars, and kingdoms against kingdoms. You're gonna have that's what with Russia's and China and all these Middle Eastern nations are hooking up to come against Babylon, man. Okay, so let me pull it up in the NLT, and it says, I will make Egyptians fight against Egyptians, brother against brother, neighbor against neighbor, city against city, province against province. See? So these people are going to go crazy and kill each other, man. Verse 3, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy all the counsel thereof, and they shall seek the idols and the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. Yeah, but main thing I wanted to get is that these people are going to be fighting against each other, man. The same neighbors that you see every day going to whip your ass, man, when they ain't got no food. All right? And it says, all right, let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and dig deeper into this sedition, man. All right? 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. All right, that means death and destruction is coming to this world, man. All right, for the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another people, and swords in their hands. All right, why? Because these people are sick and fed up, man. And then when there's no food, they're going to just be killing each other, invading each other, and taking what the fuck they want. And when there's no law, ain't nobody going to stop them. Okay? And the sword could be any weapon of destruction, man. Anything to kill you. A gun, knife, brick, whatever get the job done, man. So these people are going to fight against another, all right? And guess what? In America, hey, they got so many guns floating around America, it's ridiculous. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition amongst men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. So they're not going to care about what the government say, what the police say, what the district attorney say, what the judges say, what the president say, what the vice president say. They ain't going to give a fuck about none of that, all right? When you're hungry, you do drastic things when you need food, all right? It says, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power, because there ain't going to be nobody to stop them, man. All right? So these people are going to have at it on each other. Call Allah Yahweh Bashim outside. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. Yeah, these cities are going to go first. And these people are going to get ransacked, man. These cities are going to get ransacked, man. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. So if men are going to be afraid, you know women are going to be fucked up. And these people, these women over here, and these men over here are so comfortable, man, they never seen stuff nothing like this in real life. They never had to just defend themselves without having the power to call the police. Okay? People call the police all the time, especially women. They have no protector, man. And now that Esau is easing the rug from under them, they really gonna get it, man. They gonna get it, you know? They gonna get it, man. Great tribulation, okay? A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. See? There's going to be so much of hell going on out here, man. And these people haven't went 3 hours without food. Okay? So this is what this is leading up to, man. All right? Tribulation. Great tribulation. A time like never before. Jacob's trouble. All right? Well, these people are going to be getting killed left and right. Okay? Second Ezra 6 and 23, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man hear it, they shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. So you're going to have, like I said, these people are going to be killing each other. Even your friends are going to be killing you. All right? These people who you call your so-called friends, when they don't have food, they're going to kill you, man. All right? All right? And, hey, man, that's what's happening, man. That's what's happening. So I hope this is edifying to the hopeful elect. Sedition is here. Okay, World War III is here. Okay, that C-chip is here. All right, the economy is on the verge of collapsing. Okay, famines, and diseases are spreading. All right, and it's getting to that point where these people ain't gonna have nothing to eat. All right, so Shalom.